Considered a mild-mannered centrist. And Delia, let's talk about the other two men on that list, including Cardinal Tagle of the Philippines, 67 years old, a man who is known as having a lot of charisma, in fact, sings and dances.
Absolutely. He is the pastoral par excellence. You know, he will fill the Francis shoes in terms of being out with the people and showing that charisma. He has had also experience here at the Vatican with the Council for Evangelization, so he has some knowledge of the Vatican, perhaps not seen as such a sort of strong director of the Vatican, which you need, especially nowadays with the finances and lots of other administrative things to do. He was also in charge of Caritas, which is the Catholic charity arm, and stepped down from that. There was some turbulence in that, not necessarily due to him, but he did step down from that.
Was he asked to step down from that role?
Yes, he was asked to step down from that role, but again, it's unclear exactly what his role in that was. There were a number of heads that were asked to step down there.
You know, the Philippines is roughly 80% Catholic. Cardinal Tagle would be considered the first Asian pope.
Well, it would be amazing. It would be quite the opposite of electing Caroline, for example. So you would be going from a South American pope to a Filipino pope. It would be really just keeping the ball rolling, in my opinion.
We were talking earlier, in some ways it would be like going back to the John Paul years, in that if you remember how many Poles came through Rome during the John Paul years, because he was the uncrowned king of Poland. Imagine how many Filipinos would be streaming through this.
Oh, it would be unbelievable.
It would be off the hook.
It would be
wonderful for that.
Yes. And then, of course, let's not leave out Cardinal Pizzaballa. I mean, nobody's going to forget that name ever. Obviously.